Many of the images and content you're about to see are unsettling and very shocking. But the most shocking thing of all is that teens everywhere are watching these images and are calling it entertainment.
Well, I like to go shopping too. I like to go shopping. I like to go hunting. I like to go fishing. I like to go hiking. I like to drive my truck. I like to play the accordion.
Welcome to the Strange Tapes Strange Show. This is episode number 25. Today is a very packed show, and it's somewhat of a landmark. 25 episodes. It took us just shy of 3 years to do, but 25 episodes nonetheless. So I urge you to check out previous episodes. Previous guests include Weird Paul Petrosky, Genuine Nerd Toby Radloff, and Jacob Reynolds, aka the Kid from Gummo. So check those all out when you get a chance. As a matter of fact, let's check out every single episode simultaneously in under 20 seconds.
And he backed up and he looked at me and he went,
You know, good luck finding work, but
I haven't eaten for days.
this was in a truck stop somewhere in Ohio. This was in the parking lot. There was two meatballs. 100% gay porn.
100%.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's go.
Danny Glover.
I don't have time to rent a funny video. I don't even have time to watch it.
I'm a nerd. I'm proud to be a nerd. That's how I am, a nerd. Actually,
meow, 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 Charles, and meow, meow, Charles played, meow.
Put it in her tight, hot hole.
I'd like to welcome to the show our very special guest, a pile of dirty rags. Hey, thanks for being here. We're excited to have you. So it's unseasonably warm here in the Midwest, so I figured we'd watch some warm weather videos together. First up is a tape called The Great Outdoors, Smoky Mountain Series. It's kind of an instructional video and a product kind of promotional video. And I don't always watch these because they kind of look generic. They don't have covers, but glad I popped this one in because I really enjoyed the two guys that were the hosts.
We'd like to thank you for the purchase of Great Outdoors products. When it's all said and done, and when you complete this entire process and go to your first cookout, you too will say, there's nothing like the Great Outdoors. To make sure that your smoking experience will be its best, we've got Lloyd Davenport, champion barbecuer and smoker, that's going to take you through the assembly process. We're confident that you too will say, there's nothing like the Great Outdoors. Chips and chunks. Which one should I buy? Chips or chunks?
Chunks, 3 or 4 chunks.
Kind of like boot leather.
Boot leather.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Hey, and you know what they say?
There's nothing like the Great Outdoors. Let that ham drip on top of those brown beans. That is beautiful. That's a beautiful piece of meat. That is a beautiful piece of meat.
Chicken, ham, pork, prime rib. Let's see, rib, brisket,
whole chicken,
bratwurst. There's nothing like
the Great Outdoors.
And I'd like to say, may God richly bless you and your family.
Next up is another warm weather activity, yard sales. It's a tape called Yard Sale the Movie. Got this from a good friend Ross from Saturn's Core. He wrote a review of Yard Sale the Movie in this issue of Strange Tapes, issue number 14. What it is kind of like a shot on video, very, very low budget, homemade kind of comedy drama thing from the South. And it all revolves around a yard sale.
oh,
See, you're having a yard sale.
Don't tell me that's a Ouija board. Yes, it is. In mint condition. Still works. I don't know why anybody would spend their time or money on nonsense like that. Does this thing work? I'm sorry? I said, does this thing work? Have you used it before? I mean, have you ever talked to anybody dead with it? Are you sure you want to be involved with a man who has a maniac for a wife?
Pearl, what in the world have you done to your truck now?
Cut out on me, like most of the men in my life. Excuse me, but I wanted to buy that.
Oh, well, you put it down and picked up something else.
Just so I could look at something else. Daddy?
What did you think of Yard Sale, the movie Dirty Pile of Rags? Well, last but not least, it's almost festival season. It feels like festival season, but it's not yet. This tape right here also doesn't have a cover. It's called Montana Testicle Festival, number 293. It's a weekend of debauchery in Montana revolving around eating bull testicles. And I guess it's just an excuse for adults to get naked together and get crazy. Had to use the blur machine quite a bit on this one, and I tried to pick out at least a few choice parts that I could actually show on YouTube. So here it is, Montana Testicle Festival, number 293.
There's a testy ball right there, a testicle. All right, now let me see you eat that, Mr. Conley.
All right, no sauce, nothing. This is an actual bull ball.
Beautiful.
Holy shit!
Die. She even got tie-dye socks, I see.
Yeah, I was getting some trim. Yeah, only in Montana. A motorized bar school.
Take my bike.
A walking billboard. Thank you. We are interviews. You guys go with that bike? True love. Okay.
So some of those parts were not particularly fun to blur. I think the most disturbing thing of this whole video is that I showed one of the pregnant ladies, one of two pregnant ladies that make an appearance in this weekend of nakedness and debauchery. I think that's all the warm weather clips we have for today. I'd like to thank our special guest, Dirty Pile of Rags, for joining us.
And I'd like to say, may God richly bless you and your family.
Before we go, I just wanted to give two quick shout outs. First up, I literally just picked this up in the mail from our buddy in Detroit. His name's Anthony Moran. He made a DIY horror movie called Let Us In. Thank you, Anthony, for sending that. Also, the legendary director of An Ex-Hooker's Christmas Carol, if you remember from last episode, the guy that made that movie, Dave Castiglione, he watched that last episode and said, hey, I'd like to send you the strangest tape I ever made. And I was like, yes, I'd like that. He sent this copy of a movie he made in the 90s called The Little World of Wilbur. Apparently it was a custom video made for some client that had kind of a thing for giant women.
Had the dream in the palm of my hand.
Wow. I must look huge to you. You better be careful of my giant feet. I've got you now, my tiny little friend.
Well, climb onto my hand. You can admire my manicure later.
Had the dream in the palm of my hand.
Thank you, Dave, for sending that. And that's it. Until next time, keep it strange.
Holy shit!
Excuse me.
There's nothing like
chunks, 3 or 4 chunks. 3 or 4 chunks. 3 or 4 chunks.
Holy
3 or 4
Testicles.
Have you ever talked to anybody dead?
Meow.
I haven't eaten for days.
That is a beautiful piece of meat. Look how tender that is. Look at the juice coming out of that. That is beautiful.
Yes, I'd like that.